Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dami. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, I am a Nigerian living in Brisbane, Australia, and I relocated to Australia about 3 years ago. This month is the 3rd year mark, and I'm so excited because I have loads of good news to share with you guys. It's been a very adventurous journey, rewarding journey, and I'm so grateful to Almighty God for thus far He has helped us. But before I start releasing the back-to-back good news video, I just wanted to tell you guys a few things I learned and my horror story living in Australia. If this is what you're here for, you want to know what happened, sit back, relax, and keep watching. Okay, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing some of the horror experience we had, horrible experience we had living here in Australia and as a migrant, and some of the teething challenges we had with fellow Africans. The story I'm going to be saying today is my horror experience with a particular person who, so what happened is we didn't know anybody, we needed help. So I have a friend. At that time I had a friend. I reached out to her, and like, of course, we're talking, we're communicating, and then she's like, oh, I know someone in Brisbane. She didn't know this person also personally, but they have a form of relationship based on the common ground. If I say what it is, I feel a lot of people will know this story, so I'm not going to say. They have they were mutual based on something common they all shared. I was part of it as well, but I was not close to this particular person, or not into it as much as this other old friend of mine. So she introduced me to this lady and we got talking. So I'm going to be reading our chat so that I won't look crazy. I'm going to be reading the particular chat I had with this person. So this person was like, I'm coming, let me read the chat. So the chat was not even long. So she said, hey, good evening, trust you're fine. My name is Dami. This person's French. She said, hi Dami, good evening, how are you? I'm fine. She said, fine too. This person told me of you, that you are this, like we have a common ground. I'm like, lo, this person dragged me into, like, you know, we're just joking about the common thing that that brought us together, or like that we all shared at that time, right? So she says, oh, that's the person I know she would drag you into it, which was fine, right? So how long have you been here? And I said, oh, 3 months today. So it was on day, like the month 3, I started chatting with this person. And bear in mind that month 3, I remember that particular day I was in dear need of vegetable oil. I've tried different types of vegetable oil, and they were just horrible. So I was looking for vegetable oil. Imagine, like, these are the little things that were just giving me headache of how do I speak to a Nigerian. Somebody would tell me the right vegetable oil to buy. So I'm like, oh, we're 3 months into the show. She's like, congratulations, here with family. I'm like, thanks, yes, cool. How long have you been here? I asked her. 5 years this year. This person has been here for 5 years. She now said, wow. And I said, oh, you are the boss, you know, we're joking. Like, no, right behind you. Where do you stay? I said, we stay at Calamville. That was where we stayed when we first came in, Calamville. She said, oh, are you working or schooling? I said, working, coming here on 482 visa, skilled. Okay, cool. So she said, not far from me. And then she said where she lives. I'm not going to say that as well because I don't know who is who these days. She said, wow, that's nice. I never heard this before. Oh, I'm like, oh, I've never heard this before because I don't know where she lives. I was new, right? You know places soon. And I'm like, hopefully. Till now, I don't even know where she lives. I just read it. I still do not know. She was like, oh, are you mobile? I said yes. So I was driving at the time, 3 months. She said, I now said, oh, I'm bored to my bones with loads of questions I can't get answers for. This was me saying I have questions I don't have answers to. And then she said, oh, sorry, had to get one because of kids. Like, I'm telling her why I started driving. What church do you attend? I attend Ever Winning. Oh, and I mentioned Ever Winning in the video I just recorded now. Ever Winning Faith Ministry. It's in Browns Plains, 10 minutes drive from you. It's an African church. Yeah, I know Browns Plains. It's 10 minutes drive. Let me turn Google Maps now. Like, we're just joking. Oh, really? We joined Redeem when we came. Love, let's connect sometime. So this is where I'm going to actually. She said, oh, let's connect sometime. Maybe do lunch or dinner. Kids can come. For a person, I came in, I'm already bored. Somebody offered me. I felt like I was so happy. And I'm like, oh, why not? She's like, oh, and I'm like, oh, that would be nice. Just let me know your schedule, because everyone in this country is super busy. This is me acknowledging that everybody is super busy. Give me your time and schedule, because the truth is I only work Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sundays I'm just home with the kids. So, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know everybody, but my schedule is very free, only Monday to Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. I was very honest. She said, okay, Saturday lunch, oh, ordinary veggie. So I'm like, ordinary vegetable has been a problem. All the ones I have bought are smelling. And then she said, oh, let's meet up on Saturday. And I said, perfect for me, right? She said, like, what do you need help with exactly? She said, oh, redeem people suppose don't show you way. But the thing is, with redeem is just complicated. I don't even want to get into the details. But what I noticed when I came in, I don't know, every other person might have a different opinion. Everybody is busy in this country. People are not willing to help. After church, people are running to go and catch the next shift, and this is the feedback I gave the church when I was still there, to say at least there should have been a welcome team that will guide the new people coming appropriately, or just guide people. It's more than just, hey, welcome to church, first timers, and just we are new in this country. We needed more than that. But and I think they are doing better now, because I literally gave them feedback, because I had friends who moved to the UK at the same time, and they welcomed them in a different way, and it was so good. But anyway, that's about that one. I'm like, almost everything scratch that I'm exaggerating, where to get certain things, or be getting a job, childcare, etc. Those were my initial concerns, and I reached out to her for help, and she was like, they don't show me well. Anyway, I was just telling her my experience with Redeem at that time, but that's fine. She said, okay, maybe Saturday we can go a little shopping or sightseeing. And I said, that would be great. I really appreciate. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Just buzz me. Okay, sure. Good night, sis. Good night. And then, good morning. How was your week? On the Saturday where she said we should meet up, she said I should buzz her on Saturday. We would hang out. I called her all day. I called her. I can't say all day. I'm someone who, I'm sure I must have called her once or twice, because I have the courtesy to say, if I call you twice and you don't pick, that's because you're busy or you're not ready to pick my call. So I don't think I called her all day. Anyway, I chatted her. Good evening, sis. How was your week? She read it. She did not reply till today. Till today. If she had not, if she did not suggest for her to meet up, I don't mind. Like, I don't even want to see you. It would have just, I said, oh, I had issues getting the right vegetable haul. Just give me the right haul. But this person, I don't know you from Adam, and you don't hold me. So I cannot say, but I feel like you could have done better. I came with lots of challenges, and some of them are very simple. You can help, You can just text me, just message me, just reply, oh, you have this challenge. This is where to go to Woolies, buy this vegetable haul. Don't buy this one. I'm good. Oh, Obi's looking for a job. Oh, the main job people will do when they first come in is disability. Let your husband try to do a support work job. Like, simple. You don't need to meet up with me. You ask for a lunch. But the way God is. That's why I say I can never stop serving God. Like, nobody can tell me otherwise. But God is so faithful in such a way that same day that this lady, like, she Amaka, yes, she disappointed me. I was just at home. I was really sad. I will not even lie. I was just like, why would this person do this? You don't know me from Adam. Like, if you didn't want to meet up with me, I would not even, there's no big deal. Why will you now tell me we'll meet up and then you're not picking my calls? But I'm on the other hand, I'm another person that used to make excuses for people, and I'm like, oh, maybe she got busy. Maybe, like, I was just doing all the maybes. Maybe she also had an emergency. But when she did not reply me till today, this was January 2020, till today she did not reply. I'm like, no, she's just who she is. But I moved past it. But God so faithful, that same day, someone from church, from Redeem as well, called me. One grandma in church called me and like, hey Dami, how are you people doing? I just want to take you out today. That's the God I serve. On that same day, do you know, I was not telling my husband that, what if I go with this grandma now and then this person comes? My husband was like, you have an opportunity, one that is clear that you can see. You are waiting for the person that is not picking your call. And that was how that day that grandma came, picked us up, took us out, took me shopping, showed me different places. And you know, when people ask me why am I close to this particular woman, I'm like, see, I don't know your experience with her, but for me, she came through for me on a day where I needed the help the most, and I'm a very grateful person. So I'm so grateful for that woman and how she helped me through this phase of life. Even with my husband's job, she came in, tried to help in her own little way, even though, yeah, God did not say he would use her, and then things did not work out. But then again, I'm just grateful for her offering her lending hand. And you know, she's been here for years. She understands it's not going to be easy, and she reached out. But this other person too has been here for 5 years and decided to do what she did. I'm sure she has her reasons, but I can never understand it, because I will never do it to anybody. I will not offer to meet you up, because me that I have 2 kids, I will never offer to meet people up. I may not even give her my number, but I will give you the help that you would need, that you won't even need me. I've taken pictures for several. See, let's not even go into that. But that's my first that's one of the horror stories I had when I came in here, and that really it just sets the tone of things for me from the beginning. And I know that, okay, oh, Nigerians are not people to go close to. Just get your help where you can. If you see any Nigerian that is helping you, be grateful and keep it moving. That's it. So the other thing I wrote down was, oh, so that was my experience with that person. And then another thing I've realized is that there's a lot of competition among people, especially in the church. I don't know, maybe it was just the one-off of the church we went to, but the way people are competing amongst themselves is very unhealthy. You know, people are comparing their lives to their, and I'm not one person to do that. Everybody that knows me, except you want to lie, I'm not one person to compare myself with the other person, because I don't just have the strength. So when you come in, please be careful. Don't start comparing yourself, because my level 3 is different from your level 3. And this person, I was saying it that, see, someone that is 5 years in Australia and is buying a new SUV. Me, I'm 3 years, and I want to start comparing myself with someone that 5 years. I don't know their story. So just be careful. Don't get into the unhealthy competition that is among the people you met here, or even people that are coming in fresh. It's very unhealthy sometimes. But please be careful. Just go on your own lane, your own journey by yourself. The other thing is showing off. People show off a lot. Please just set your, see, budgeting is very important in this country, because the other thing is money would come in. You see a lot of money at certain time, but if you don't manage it properly, the money would go, and when you need it the most, you won't see it. So don't follow people to go and be doing show off. People can show off and be like, to what end? Don't go and follow them to do show off. Do according to your agbara. Nobody's chasing anybody. I used to tell people that nobody comes into my house in a month. It's only me and my family. Nobody will check our house. So whatever we can afford is what we do in our house. Nobody, we are not trying to impress anybody. If you even come to the house safe, I cannot do more than myself to impress you, because I don't even go to your house. How many people's house have I entered in this Australia? So my brother, my sister, be careful. Lastly, oh gosh, oh, this was like the journey for my husband getting a job. It was hard, I will not lie. So there's a particular person who picked us up from church, and like, you know, he was introducing himself, telling us about everything. Promised my husband, oh, I'll send you CV. We called him, followed up, except to send the CV tomorrow. 3 years after, we did not get the CV sample. Is that hard? I know people on this YouTube that have reached out to me to give them sample of my CV. Please don't reach out. Don't think people are saying that I don't know from Adam that I've given sample of my CV to, but it's just difficult sometimes. And like our African brothers sometimes will be doing the end of the day, like, so it's just the way Africans can be funny sometimes. Neha, for instance, at that point I just met her, we joined the firm together. Neha will continually send me openings. I have people like my boss would send me links of, oh, let him apply here. Does he also want to work with the firm? Like, because he's an accountant, right? So there were people who are not Africans who showed up for me. I am not saying Africans are bad. It's just the way we behave to each other. Like, I don't know, maybe it's competition, or maybe thinking one person will excel than you, and it's just a lot of oral things to when I process it in my head, but I don't want to put it out here. But sometimes I feel like we can all do better, myself inclusive, African to African, we can do better. That's the whole point of this video. I have people who are not Africans, and the way they would relate and help, like, just, you know, hajo, you know what I mean. Sometimes you don't have the control over the person getting a job, but then again, you can just help where you can help. It's not going to kill you. You won't die. You won't die. Like, I know you will not die, because me, I did not die from being good. So that's just basically everything. That's my experience so far, and I don't know. So me, I've just stayed away. I've stayed away. I said stayed away. I've just stayed away from anything Africa, anything Nigerians. Like, I love my people. I have people in my corner, like, but you know, I'm just being careful. And me, I'll continually help, and I know God blesses me in return for it. But that's my experience living in Australia. At the end of the day, my husband got a job from an Indian person. Like, she was willing to help, and she's still working, and that's the only reason why she's still working with that lady, because she helped him get everything he needed. You know what I mean? Like, even he has companies he's working with now that they will even pay him higher, but as a show of gratitude to this lady, she's still working, he's still working with her. So I feel we can all do better. And if you look at the Indian community, for instance, if one person is successful, they will make sure all their fellow Indians, they are also successful. Like the Philippines as well, like that, they have that togetherness culture. But we will just be competitive, trying to show off, trying to, please, I beg, if you are one of those people that used to do this thing, please, you can do better. For life. In English, that means the sky is so large that every bird can fly without us touching each other. That's how this country is. So please, if you have all this mentality from wherever you have it, please drop it and do better. That's just it. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not following me on Instagram, please now you follow. And yes, if you've watched the video up until this point and you're yet to subscribe, you're yet to like and drop a comment, please, I beg you guys, please always like my videos. It just tells me you like things like this, and then it just helps me to do more videos like that. And then please like, comment, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.